All right, welcome back. This is Gwyned doing a retrospective look at my final match in MPDC Season 12 Worlds. Won the first game, and this is game two. So let's get started. Take a look at my opener. Look, my opponent chooses to play first. Again, in constructed, 9 times out of 10, you choose to play first. And in draft, there's this whole discussion, draw or play. And I think in constructed, you're pretty much always clear that you, in fact, want to be playing. So here, this is kind of an interesting opener. Kabaya Crossroads is great. Terramorphic gives me 2 out of my 3 colors. Any other land, I'm going to be fine. If I draw a non-fetch land, a non-tap land, I can get the Squadron Hawk in turn 2. I'm going to have a play either way. It's kind of tough, but the double lightning bolt's good. Does make an interesting decision. For my Terramorphic, do I go get a blue or do I go get a red? So it's an interesting keep, but I think it is a keep, and that is in fact what I did. My opponent also kept, and gosh, that's a great opener, man. Tell you what, that's better, I think, even than a turn 2 Squadron Hawk. Is man, turn 1 preordain, get that filtering in, and he does bottom top. Man, that is definitely a good place to be. So see what I draw here. I draw into my own preordain. Now that makes it an easier decision. With that Terramorphic, I need to fetch an island of my own. I mean, that's just clearly the and this is where I made the mistake. I remember that now. I went to click an island, and instead I clicked nothing. It was very sad, very frustrating. Talk about punting the game away on a misclick. Now the good news is here. I do remember I was like, okay, you know what? I screwed up. That hurts. Now it's like I kept a one-lander. But I was like, okay, you know what? There's nothing I can do about it. I just got to push on. I knew looking at my clock, I was ahead on the clock. So I was like, okay, just play on, do the best you can. Even if you punt this game, you'll get another game. So that is, in fact, my attitude going forward. And here I don't draw a land. So, man, now I'm just so far behind. But nothing I can do but play out the Kabaya Crossroads and, yeah, go from there. Get my 2 life and hope I can stay alive. So opponent, notice in the first 3 turns he plays 3 preordains. I mean, that is really good. Man, you can start out that way. You can just get your best cards out, and it's going to be really hard for me to recover. So plays his own Kabira, and we're at parity on life, but man, he's so far ahead. And then of course I can't even draw another land, having to discard here. Under decision, what do you discard? I think the right discard here is the Deprive. I'm a million miles away from ever playing that Deprive, so I think that's the right thing to discard, obviously. And I'm glad I found that play. He finds the Seagate Oracle. And, at this point, it's like, gosh, what are my odds of winning? 10%, 5%, really, really low. Miss on land again. Go ahead and since I have 2 lightning bolts, I don't have any red. I just discard the lightning bolt. And again, at this point, this game's basically unwinnable. But I was ahead on time. I knew I could play pretty fast and maybe run down some of my opponent's time. Might say that's greedy. I've had some people say, man, that's just bad sportsmanship, being so worried about the clock. But ultimately, in these control matchups and the mirror match, time is going to be of the essence. And you know what? Winning with the clock is still a win. And, you got to take advantage of every angle that you got. So go ahead and continue to play it out. Again, really just hoping to run down my opponent's clock. Do find a land, which is great. Hey, at least I'm able to play something in this game, right? So go ahead and get a Lone Missionary out, get a little life up. Again, just hoping to prolong it, really. Give myself the best chance of maybe getting back in, but more likely just, keep making it as long as possible, keeping my clock as best I can, and, yeah, staying on top of it. Set myself up the best I can for game 2. And man, this is what preordain allows you to do. Man, bounce the Seagate Oracle twice, get those core Skyfishers out, really just put a ton of pressure on me. Here, miss a land again, stuck with 2 lands, not a very happy place to be. You do a preordain. No reason to keep. The Sanctifier's here, never going to play that, but the Terramorphic is, of course, very welcome. Play that out, have the land, find the mountain. And, at least now I'm going to be able to burn one of those guys out and stay alive. Obviously, the right play on my opponent here is just take advantage of the fact that I'm struggling and that I missed that land by my misclick. And just, go as fast as he can. Do as much damage, to be smart about it, but, man, just get me off the board. and into game 3. So again, he is so far ahead here. It is not even worth talking about. But again, there's nothing I can do except to press on. That's an interesting decision there. Keep the Flame Slash over the 4C. Certainly playing 4C is going to be tough. I need to really continue to maximize the number of cards I can play in a turn just to give myself any kind of chance here. And certainly Flame Slash is going to allow me to do the best I can at that. That's probably the right decision. But anytime you got a bottom of 4C, it really hurts. Go ahead and play out the Flame Slash there. Flame Slash versus Lightning Bolt, given a situation where your opponent doesn't have anything that's got a 4 toughness, play out the Flame Slash when it doesn't matter. When you play it, save the Lightning Bolt for a trick. I mean, that's just common sense. So again, take 2 here. The opponent just has a ton of mana at his disposal. Finds his Squadron Hawks. Plays another Seagate Oracle. And 3 Seagate Oracles, Core Sanctifiers. He's just really running away with this game. Again, my odds of winning are slim to none. But again, because of the clock, play it out. So I get rid of that Skyfisher. Look at my situation. I'll go ahead and bounce the Lone Missionary again, just hoping to give myself enough life to prolong the game and give myself the best shot I can. He, of course, has a Flame Slash to take out the core Skyfisher, and he can just push now. He can just continue to push damage. He's got a commanding board presence. There's no way I can get creature parity. He's got yet another Skyfisher. Again, that's 2 games in a row that he's managed to find 3 Skyfishers. Now, granted, he had 3 preordained, so that's going to help. And just continue to pump out card advantage off the Seagate Oracles. And man, you talk about being behind. You talk about just having no prayer. And a Flare Husk just to, add insult to injury. But, got to keep playing. Got to do the best I can. I use the Stagger Shock to take out a Squadron Hawk. And then next turn I'll be able to take another one as well. Play Skyfisher, block the Seagate, bounce the Seagate Oracle. I don't know if that was actually the right play. Might have been better to bounce the Kabira or try to generate a little bit of life because now I'm missing that blocker. And having that blocker really would have been nice. And he finds a 4C too. You look at where he is, the number of cards that he has drawn. He's basically 10 cards ahead at this point. So my odds of winning are just, slim to none here. And I know it. At this point, I'm like, I cannot possibly win this match. Especially when he takes out the next Skyfisher. It is over. But, again, I'm thinking, well, I can run off another minute or 2 on his clock. I can, just do the best I can. Keep fighting, and, yeah, do the best I can. Deprives my Lone Missionary, which was about my only chance of surviving the round. Find a Flame Slash. I don't even know if I'm going to get to draw it here, though. Yeah, he can Lightning Bolt me, and then that's lethal. So, again, missing that initial land really, really hurt. And it would not have been pretty. It looks like it would have been hard for me to find lands anyway, but it really, really set the tone for the match. And I misclicked. It was my own fault. It's a mistake that happens on Magic Online from time to time. But the good news was, unlike how I so often would handle it, I didn't tilt, I didn't get angry, I didn't throw stuff. I just said, you know what? It's okay. Just play on, play through it, and set yourself up the best you can for Game 3. That's what I did. And obviously here I am just dead. So my opponent won that game. I had a great, he played it out very well. Had very fortuitous draws. So that was Game 2, and so we were on to Game 3 for the final matchup in MPDC Steven 12 World. So I'll be back in a minute with the final game.